If you've ever wanted to use Skool to share your skills with an online community and get paid for your expertise, you've come to the right place. Skool is an online platform that has multiple communities you can join to learn a skill, become a part of a like-minded network, and broaden your horizons. Lucky for you, I've been using Skool for a while now. I know a thing or two about creating a community on the online platform. And that's what this video is all about, a step-by-step process. Before we get started, if you haven't signed up for Skool yet, you can use my link down below to get your first 14 days for free. Step 1. Creating a personal profile. The very first thing you have to do is create a personal profile. Yes, even if you're looking to set up a business account and monetize your community, you'd still have to take the same first few steps as anyone else. The personal profile requires standard information otherwise used for platforms like LinkedIn or Twitter. This is the profile that you'll use to communicate and engage with other members across various communities, play games, and build a portfolio for yourself on Skool. You'll be asked to input your first and last name, any social media links you'd like shown on your profile, and your location, account settings, passwords, notifications, referrals, and payment. Now Skool charges $99 a month after the initial 14-day trial period is over. If you use someone's referral link to join Skool, however, that person gets 40% of your subscription fee, a one-time payment of $39. The more you know. Now, something that you should consider when setting up a profile is that Skool doesn't readily allow anyone to change their details. There are a few benchmarks that need to be met before you're allowed to change. Let's say your name on Skool. You'll need a set number of followers and showcase a certain level of engagement with your Skool account. Is this the most user-friendly experience there is? No, it's not. And some might even say it's unnecessary, but Skool has its reasons. You have to show that you're dedicated to being a part of a learning and growing community. So that's something to remember. Step 2. Customizing your community. On to the fun part. That's creating and customizing your community. First things first, you need to name your community. Add a little description and upload a cover image if you have one handy. It's better if you upload one, just makes your community seem more appealing. The general information is standard around customizations and such. You can also choose if you want your community to be open to the public, hidden, free, or for a subscription fee. Additionally, a cool feature is the membership questions. When you go to plugins in the settings window, you'll see an option for adding plugins at the very bottom. There you'll find the option to enable or disable membership questions. If someone wants a little more info on a private Skool community before paying for it, they can ask a few general questions. If you're new to Skool and want to build a lasting community that'll follow you into new communities that you build later, I'd recommend being more user-friendly and enabling the membership questions option. Step 3. Create an engaging landing page. What separates you from someone else who's offering the same classes and building the same community? They're both private communities, and any new member would have to choose between one or the other. How do you think they'll make that decision? It's obvious. They'll go with the one that appeals to them. But it's the same skill, same community, right? That's where your landing page or the About section of your community comes in. Now, it can't be stressed enough how important it is to create an engaging and thoughtful landing page. Use this page to provide an insight into what your community is all about, a demo of what they're in for. Of course, you can go the usual route and add a description that lists everything that's going on in your community. However, when building an engaging network for like-minded members, you want to appear more personal. So the best thing to do would be to create an introductory video that showcases what's up next when they sign up. Try to appear in the introductory video as well. It just helps make it appear more professional, more personal, and thoughtful. In this case, testimonials can also do wonders when creating an impactful landing page. All in all, the one thing you don't want to do is drag out your description. Keep it short and sweet. Step 4. Setting up payment. Initially, all Skool communities are free. To make them member only, you'd have to go back to settings, go to the subscription tab, and choose add price. Skool processes all payments through Stripe, one of the leading e-commerce payment systems that's compatible in most countries. On that note, select the country where your bank account is located when you hit continue, and you'll be redirected to a secure Stripe page. Here, you'll have to fill in your bank details. Once that's done, you'll be redirected to Skool's page and asked to add price again. This time, you'll get to set a monthly subscription fee for new members. An important thing to remember here is that Skool doesn't allow you to change the fee for members who joined at a specific rate. Say someone found your community while you were just getting set up and joined for free. That person is now entitled to free content, and you can't change that. Don't worry, most creators want people to join their communities for free, at least at first. This gets your community to show up on Skool's homepage as a leading community with engaged members. Then of course, you can set up a fee for the next few members. Again, if you ever plan on increasing the fee, this group will only continue to pay what was agreed to when they joined. That plus a 2.9% and 30-cent charge on every transaction through Stripe. When you have members and you want to see when your next payout will be and how much will be paid, go to the payout section in your community settings. Payouts happen weekly. Some payouts, but especially your first payout, will probably get delayed by Stripe. This happens sometimes. You'll still get paid. Step 5. Understanding the tabs. There are a few platforms that follow Skool's model, but what's kept Skool up and running all these years is the fact that it's so easy anyone can set up an account and create a community. And now that you've created yours, you need to know how to engage with your community and not just upload videos to keep members engaged. This is done by understanding what the different tabs on your community page mean. We start off with the general homepage, which is a regular homepage like you'd see on Facebook, Reddit, or Twitter. This is where people can post, have discussions, and you can make announcements. Also, you get to refine the community page by creating different sub-channels on the page, where members can find exactly what they're looking for. The next tab is the Classroom tab, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. This is where you'll upload content, and this is a tab members will access when they want to learn something new. The next tab, however, is the most important one Skool has to offer, and that's the Calendar tab. Communities offering virtually the same thing on Skool are priced differently. Some could charge a $10 monthly fee, and some could charge $100 for the same skill and community. Still, despite the massive price difference, there could be a chance that people prefer the $100 community more. Why? Because of value for money. With $10, you wouldn't expect a host to conduct weekly or even monthly live streams where there's a more one-on-one discussion with the community. Maybe if the community host is still setting up, you might just get someone who's providing an astronomical value for money. Price your subscriptions usually offset the apparent upcharge by offering live streams via Zoom or other platforms. Here, you get a chance to interact with the host, ask questions, and personalize the experience. How does the calendar help get you a step ahead? The app automatically links to members' Zoom profiles and sets reminders there too. Next comes the Members tab, where you can keep track of how many members have joined and analytics such as new members this month, this week, and such. Then there's the Leaderboard tab, which makes use of Skool's gamification features to create a friendly, engaging, and competitive environment for all members. Step 6. Adding content. It's time to add content to our community so new members don't land in an empty space. We can add 2 types of content: courses and posts. For courses, go to your classroom and select New Course. Fill in the name and description and choose a cover image. Initially, grant access to all members. You can later add gamified courses or ones restricted to certain members. Start your course as a draft, then publish it when complete. Courses consist of sets and modules. Note that Skool doesn't allow direct video uploads. Use YouTube, Vimeo, Loom, or Wistia instead. Ensure your video is appropriately linked in the module. For posts, Skool uses categories under the Community tab, starting with General Discussion. Consider a general category, an introduction category, and others specific to your niche. You might also create an admin-only announcement category. Write your first post in the general category, welcoming new members and guiding them on where to start. Pin this post to the top of your feed for visibility. So, are you ready to start building your Skool community? And remember, if you still haven't checked out Skool, just click my link in the description to get your first 14 days for free.